Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
My boyfriend told me the other day he's pre-ordered GTA 6, right? Didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, cool. Sounds fun. I've somehow ended up going down GTA 6 TikTok, and it started off with a post saying, if your boyfriend gets GTA 6, you're allowing him to cheat on you. And I was like, wait, how did we get here? And then I saw all the comments, and a bunch of girls were saying, yeah, I've broken up with my ex because of this, the old GTAs and what they did with them. And then I saw something said that, is it the jiggle something is like disgusting. I think it might be Jiggle Graphics. I'm not too sure though. Please bear in mind, I know nothing about this game. I've watched a couple people play it when I was younger. I don't remember anything of it. And then I saw a bunch of boys post about GTA 6 and how they can't wait for the jiggle feature. Jiggle Graphics, I don't know. It's come to my attention that people use this game, boys use this game to beat their meat, to slosh their nosh, if you will. Just when I thought men couldn't get any more gross. And the internet seems to be divided on whether you should allow your boyfriend to play this game or not, because men are literally using it as... Now that's actually not my worry. I am more disgusted with the fact that this game is solely centered on men and the male gaze.
Oh yeah, no, that's horrible. Men having something that is made for them once at every 10 years, which this game is still not going to be, because the studio has been conquered by Effin, just like any other studio. But I still love to see a nice lady telling us all how all the men hating Effin are hating her as well. You should never allow your boyfriend to play a video game. Never allowed. Oh, but they're the ones complaining about how some men are controlling, but you should not allow your boyfriend to play a video game. Huh? Okay, she kind of realized what she was complaining about and what was the reason she was complaining about, and made an edit to the caption on her video saying, I'm not saying all men do this, my boyfriend doesn't, and neither do a lot of men. And again, I'm just repeating words from TikTok I've seen of some people saying they do. Oh, did you really? Or were those words really the words of the FN is telling you that you should not allow your boyfriend to play a certain video game?
Maturing is realizing that someone finding you physically attractive is one of the least meaningful things because it doesn't require any time, effort, or investment on their part. It's very easy to find someone physically attractive. But when someone chooses to invest their time, their energy, their effort into getting to know you and spending time with you, and after all that, they still find you attractive, still want to be with you, they still want to build a relationship with you, that is what's actually meaningful.
Exactly. And how does that make you feel, knowing that you've never had that? Knowing that as soon as someone got to know you, they left. And maybe you're the type of person who doesn't care all that much, but it still has to hurt a little, right? You still have to wonder a little bit, what is it about me that makes people leave? Is it my character, my personality, my mindset, the fact that I express out loud thoughts that maybe they should never be expressed out loud? For example, everything you've just said, Princess physical attraction is what brings people to you. It's never going to be the only reason that makes people stay, but will be the first and only reason that will make someone come up and maybe ask for your number, or maybe telling you that he would like to get to know you better. And if anything, if your husband still finds you physically attractive 20 years down the line, that's a plus. That's something for you to be proud of. It should never be something you're gonna hold against him. And how does that make you feel, knowing you'll never have that?
Speaking of girl math, let's do the math. The average woman believes that she cannot get oxytocin on her own. She knows that she wants oxytocin. She craves it, the cuddles, the affection, the attention, the validation. And so she outsources that to a man. What does this lead us to do, ladies? It leads us to overlook the quality, the values, the character of that man, and to immediately start pair bonding. Eye gazing, sharing intimate information, cuddling, schmecks, kissing. You are pair bonding. You're teaching your nervous system that this man is where you receive your oxytocin. Meanwhile, you completely glazed over the part where you develop your own relationship to your pleasure, to your oxytocin for yourself. That is a life skill that you will need throughout life, whether you have the man of your dreams, whether you have children or not, the career of your dreams, you will still need the life skill of knowing how to regulate your nervous system through oxytocin. And we are not taught this. We are not encouraged to do this. We are outsourcing this to men who, by the way, are very aware that in order to hook you, in order to keep you around, they just need to bring the romance around. They just need to have some intimacy with you and give you that feeling that you don't know how to give yourself.
That's why I always say you ladies need to stock up on batteries. Isn't it crazy how all these disentering men lunatics are never able to stop talking about men? Even the release of a hormone in their body is somehow a man's fault. How men know that you'll release oxytocin. Okay, so don't let me in then. Let's build a connection before you let me inside your body. Regulating your nervous system through oxytocin. You still have no idea what you're talking about, right? You don't even need to regulate your nervous system. Just take a pill. Oxytocin comes in a form of a pill that is given to pregnant women so they can form a stronger bond with their babies. Why don't you start regulating your nervous system that way? Oh, because it still doesn't really matter how much of a hormone you release into your body. It's another sign that you live a fulfilled life.
Can someone please tell me what duties women have in a feminist society? I have truly never heard an answer to this. Men are expected to protect, to serve, to build the infrastructure, to maintain the infrastructure, to do the jobs that women do not want to do. What do women have to do in a functioning society? Before feminism, I would say that they were expected to have children and to raise their children. If you even imply that now, women have this knee-jerk reaction like you're explaining the plot of The Handmaid's Tale to them. I just made a video about how women who have children should do everything in their power to breastfeed before resorting to formula, and you could not believe the emotional responses I got from women arguing that.
Oh, this is the part where you're completely wrong. I can totally believe that. What's actually surprising to me is that your account is still up. I'm actually surprised they haven't reported your account so many times until TikTok decided to ban you completely. It won't be the first time I've seen that happening. But you see, they have to argue whatever point you bring up talking about women's responsibilities in society. Because if they don't, they'll stop being feminists. And if they did stop, they'll no longer have an identity. They'll completely disappear into nothingness. So of course they'll have to argue whatever point you bring up.
It is lame as to not have any aspirations outside of getting married. And I'll be the first one to say it, but these tradwives are losers. They're losers with no ambition, no aspirations, no dreams of their own that don't revolve around centering a man, revolve around depending on a man for the rest of their lives. Like, you're just outsourcing any sense of responsibility for your own life, for your own decisions.
Yay, we support all women. We love women, right? Woohoo! I mean, I think this is obviously stupid. I think that, first of all, plenty of tradwives or like stay-at-home moms do have plenty of other aspirations. They have hobbies, they have things that they do. And even if they don't, even if a woman grows up and says, all I want to do is be a mom. I love children. I love my own children. I want to nurture my children and grow them up to be respectable human beings. That is what I want my life to be. Why is that a loser thing?
Because you don't end up with a glamorous career of flipping burgers in McDonald's 12 hours a day, at least 5 days a week, saying yes boss to a man whenever he's giving you instructions.
Why is raising up the next generation loser behavior? How else are we going to continue society? Like, you think that, your aspirations are so much better than her aspirations. Why? Again, this isn't even true of like the vast majority of stay-at-home moms or tradwives. A lot of them just really like homemaking. They really like domesticated life. They really like their children. And that's fine. It's not loser behavior. You're actually the loser for trying to say that them having an interest that is not your interest is somehow loser behavior. I don't know if you've heard, but like women are allowed to make those decisions now.
Now this is where you're wrong. You as a woman are allowed to have a choice only when it fits the choices of the feminist. Where do you even think that entitlement comes from? What she was telling you in her own demented way was exactly that. You are not allowed to make your own choices. And if you do, you're gonna be shamed for it. Isn't it crazy how the majority of men have no problem with their wives choosing either staying at home or going to work, and it's all these feminists that have a problem with you having that choice? Pretty crazy, isn't it? Let me quote what one of the most iconic feminists in history said about women's choices. No woman should be authorized to stay at home to raise her children. Women should not have that choice, because if there is such a choice, too many women will make that one. Was it up to the feminists to authorize what women do or did or want to do? Oh, okay, women should not have that choice, but I thought feminism was all about women's choices. Well, I guess I was wrong.
I'm going to read you a quote. People aren't dating anymore because women want men that don't exist yet. and men want women who don't exist anymore. So obviously this is a very heteronormative take, but I do think it reflects something real. Many women who are interested in men are rightfully raising the bar after a long time of it being in hell. We want kind and healthy men, but of course, many men are resisting any change. So many men complain about a loneliness epidemic, but if they're not willing to go to therapy, reflect on their outdated beliefs about women and masculinity, or find any healthy outlets for their anger, that loneliness is going to continue.
Oh, and thank God for that. What you don't realize, speaking of being in hell, is that you're the one standing in front of me. Even if I was feeling lonely every second of the day, every single day, I was still not getting in bed with someone like you. Men always talk about male loneliness. Oh, are we now? Because I'm still waiting to find that one man, that first man talking about it, and yet all I see is women. Oh yeah, and I should go to therapy. Why? I need to go to therapy to put up with someone like you on a daily basis for the rest of my life? Do you not see that you're no longer appealing to me, since the only way I would be able to put up with you is putting myself through therapy? It's like telling me that you like to steal stuff, and it's okay, but I can be with you. All I have to do is hide my wallet. No.
I can't speak for all women, but I will say I'm perfectly happy enjoying fictional men like Garrett Graham until real life men get the message.
Hate to break it to you, princess, but real men won't ever get your message. So if I were you, I wouldn't hold my breath. Men have no problem letting the entire world burn. For them to want to not to, they expect a reward in return, and you're no longer the reward.
Does anybody else feel like the older you get, the scarier it feels that you're not going to meet your person? And like, also, what if I already met them and I just don't know yet? Or I never figured that out?
Well, we just found out that there are always fictional characters, and then down the line you can claim that you're happier being single while you're looking for fictional characters.
Some of y'all are really coming home from work from a 9 to 5 to some kids and a man-child. That couldn't be me. Holy
Yeah, but you're that. Oh yeah, you win. You're that lunatic who did that and still decided to post it. And you're the one talking about a man-child? Come on now.
So if you're 18, 19, 20, oldest you should be dating is 23, 24. If you are 20, 21, 22, oldest you should be dating is 25, 26. And this is why. When you are that young, there's so many things that you haven't learned. But when men are in their late 20s, they already have 10 or plus years of experience in the real world, in dating, in career, in everything, right? And so what happens there is that they're more likely going to know what to say, what to do to have you wrapped around their finger. And this is not a good thing, right?
Actually, it is. And that's exactly what women are looking for, a more experienced man. And if you are 21, 22, 23, and he is in his late 20s, it's another 10-year gap. Simple math, right? I still like the definitive way she's saying you should only date 24, 25, 26. So for absolutely no reason in the world, you should go with the 27-year-old man. Because although from 26 to 27 is what, 10 years difference? Wait, was that girls' math? Because that would be the only way in which what you've said made any sense. Not that would make sense, but it would make sense for you to say it.
Welcome to Fitness for You. All right, we're going to start with some basics. Ready? Push up position and roll down and take a nap. See you later.
Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.